Testing, testing, what two. Okay, whatever. Alright, yeah, it's good. Good. So here's one that I just kind of stumbled upon. It's the Crimson Maid. It's made by GrimTalin and oh, what the hell is it? Darkania, Dark something works. Anyway, it's the same team. Looks like it's the same teams that worked on Last Night of Lazarus, which is a game I enjoyed on this channel. So I think I came across this game in like the weirdest way possible. I was looking up something completely different. Oh yeah, I was looking up a game jam. I found a game jam for dungeon crawlers. Then I saw like there was some game, which I think, okay, that game jam for dungeon crawlers led me to a website called like dungeoncrawlers.com. And I was looking through the games there. I came across a game for some weird, esoteric handheld system called the Playdate. So, the Playdate, apparently it's like some new thing. It's like $200. It's got like a crank as one of the controllers on it. Anyway, so there's a dungeon crawler for that. So I was looking through the games for this dungeon crawler. Then I came across this game for that weird system called Elena Temple, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, isn't Elena Temple another one of the games published by GrimTalin, the people that made Last Days of Lazarus? So I looked into that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it is actually Elena Temple. So somehow that led me to like be looking at GrimTalin's games. I'm like, oh crap, they've got this other game called The Crimson Maid that I hadn't even heard about. It didn't come up on my Steam queue or discovery queue or anything. So anyway, enough of the backstory here. So they have a demo for it, so download the demo. The real game is not out yet, but let us get into it. So, now that all the chatting's out of the way, their models are actually have animation this time instead of Last Days of Lazarus, where they just kind of stood there and the camera would zoom in and out and all that. A little bit of screen tearing, but whatever. They've got the same kind of like really detailed environments. There's two other games that are made by either GrimTalin or that other developer. There's What Have You Done, Father? And then there's another one that's called like The Unluckiest Man Alive or something like that. So I'll have to give those two a look-see. I think What Have You Done, Father is already out.
Estranged for a couple of years, a young man rushes back to his childhood home. Dismayed by the news of his father losing his sight and inching closer to his demise, Marius, a priest in training, suspends his long studies at the seminary to be close in his final days to the man who taught him dignity and stolidness. Under the gloom of impending death, the eldest son of Honorable Leon Rosenthal can't conceive the important events that his arrival will unfold, equally exhilarating and petrifying. The sight of the mansion made Marius realize he longed for the warm, peaceful days of his childhood, but his mood quickly succumbed. He did not leave home on the best of terms, and now he would have to face his family and the consequences of his departure.
Alright, ooh. I'll turn down my mouse a little bit here. It's kind of spicy. Yeah, there we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's What have you done, Father? And Unluckiest Man. I'll have to take a look at those. Anyway. Hello, Father. Remus, is that you? No, Father, it's Marius. I'm home. Marius, my dear boy, welcome back. How are you faring? Not gonna read all of this out loud. Alright. So Father's not the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. You've only been away a few weeks. Okay. Welcome back. After 2 years away, I'm now back home. It's a peculiar feeling. I miss this place, but at the same time I feel uneasy being here, although I've been forced to return despite having said goodbye to it for good. I left thinking I'd only see my family again if they'd visit me in my parish. Yet now I'm back. I suppose I should make the best of it. He's so confused. Father looks better than I expected, but his mind is adrift. It's good seeing him, but he worries me. He kept mistaking me for Remus. Pick. Collectible photo found. The Rosenthal family. Okay. Father taught us how to take pictures and to paint over them. Why see reality in black and white when you can add some color to it, he used to say. Okay, so it must be a black and white camera. Often felt uneasy about my family's wealth at the seminary, but I'm grateful I had the car for today's rush journey. Bucket. Birds. Collectible found. He looks above the distant seas. She rises, darts her light, and leads the brackish loaded ships across the wet into the night. We all have these birdhouses all around the property. I love Robin so much that I took one with me when I left. He's been a good companion throughout these lonely years. Okay. Jeez. All these benches, I wouldn't know what to do with them. Okay. I think we're a bit early for the puzzle, but may as well do it. Okay, maybe I need to scooch all these up one. Or most of them up one. Yeah, that looks about right. Or less incorrect, at least. I got that one. No. So those two line up almost too perfectly. Okay. Hey. Completed. Mementos. I've missed these puzzle toys. We used to play with them all the time as children. Simple joys. I miss those times, brother. Father built this fountain as a gift to Mother for their silver wedding anniversary. It was a splendid beacon of their love, enchanting our lives with its dazzling spectacle of water and light. Disheartened to see it now in disarray. I probably need to fix it at some point. Miss the old house, used to play and watch the stars at night with Father. I should see I was holding you up later when I found a moment for myself. Hello, Remus. Welcome home, Marius. How is Mother? She's well. You know how upset Mother was with my decision? How do you feel being in charge? Apparently a stained glass factory. Would have enjoyed having a cup of coffee with my brother. It seems that there's none left for me, perhaps another time. Stargazing used to be the passion of my father and I shared. Good day to you, Mother. His condition has worsened. Brother's all grown. Okay. Spend more time with Father. Go click on plot. anything interesting over here? Nope. Can I get you anything? Okay. Is this water? Needs a bucket. Where do we see the bucket? Check with mother. Can I assist you with anything? Ooh, the maid. Tell Irina she should start preparing dinner. It's getting late. Leads to the greenhouse. Maybe we'll have time to visit later. Act 3, A Quiet Stroll. Your entire acts, not chapters or anything.
Marius did not find the elusive young maid in the old house, so he set out to look for her on the trail towards the family crypt. He welcomed the idea of a stroll through the woods, with the fresh mountain air to cool away the tension from the reunion with his family.
Okay, they probably just completely cut out him searching the house because it's just the demo. They just want to get into the meat and potatoes. There we go. Whoops. Bam! There we go. They must have had her lunch here. She should still be around. He's gonna run into her and she'll be have a piece of bread hanging out of her mouth as she's running. She'll trip over him and do the whole anime thing, I'm sure. Where are there animal skulls lying around? Is she a witch? Might explain why she's by the crypt. Stealing bones. Is this our dinner? I was never comfortable with our cruelty towards these poor creatures. Only by embracing the light can we withstand the surrounding darkness. Rabbit stew. 1/2 freshly killed rat and skinned rabbit. 1 big onion, 1 carrot, 2 tablespoons flour, 25 grams of butter, salt and pepper. The recipe continues. I hate that I have to do this, but I must play my part. Such is their way, cruel towards the innocent and defenseless. What does that make me? Fellow animal lover, perhaps? This is a good place for prayer. O Father, who art in heaven. Is she going to tempt him away from his faith? The reunion with Father was both better than I expected and worse than I hoped. Father is not doing well. My brother and mother resent me for leaving, but I'm relieved they seem to accept me being back home. I'll get some fresh air and stretch my bones after that long drive. He watches her with every night, his soul her beauty spurs. His pining stare she catches right, and brighter more she burns. You okay? Getting some practice reading some poetry, I suppose, if nothing else. Screen tearing's a bit of a bear, but whatever. Ooh. That's not very lordly. We'll peek on her from here. Am I gonna get, okay, she's covering, good. I'm not gonna get kicked off YouTube today. Do you always sneak up on naked women as they bathe? Yes. If you don't sneak up on them, they'll see you. Duh, I mean... Who exactly are you and what's your business here? Ah yes, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Marius Rosenthal. It's a bit funny though. I thought priests were taught to be less voyeuristic. I'll have to keep my eye on you and make sure you behave. I'm Irina. Otherwise, I'll never have the heart hear the end of it. Well, you deserve a few more pokes, but I'll stop eventually. I suppose one could unintentionally sneak up behind me naked, lighting in the view, then try to get a peek from the side, too. Well, I did try to go right up, behind you, but, I mean, that's the way the game's programmed, so... Just Irina. They do teach us better at the seminary. Bask your naked flesh in the sun right after making love with someone for the first time. No. No, I'm in the seminary. How could you say such things? Try me not to cause you any trouble. You do not work for me, so please act on me as you would around any other person. Well, she was the one bathing out in more or less public. I mean, I'm sure they have bathtubs in the building, in the house. First impressions, I met her. Lord, this was not my first impression I wanted to make, but seeing her in the water, I couldn't get a hold of myself and look away. I must make amends. Irina is a beautiful young woman, though hard to read and far more captivating than I ever imagined a maid to be. I wonder how naive I came across to her. Somehow managed to redeem myself in front of her, although it felt more like she guided me all the way, smiling and teasing. Alright. Leads to the grave and crypt. I should find some time to pay respects later. Shattered glass and broken hearts. Oh no! The Crimson Maid. Okay, that's it for the demo. So apparently it gets into some murder mystery type stuff. That's kind of neat. So yeah, there we go. Chapters. Oh, I missed a journal entry in Act 2. Yeah, whatever. Act 2 wasn't... Oh, that must have been in the house. Sure. What did we miss here?
The sight of the mansion
Oh.
made Marius realize he longed for the warm
Wait, if this...
days of his childhood, but his mood quickly succumbed.
So if this
He
is
did not leave home
chapter
on the best of terms.
2, what was chapter
And
1?
now, he would have to face his family and the consequences of his departure.
So, when the car was rolling in, this thing was just kind of like floating there. It's obviously supposed to be in the car. Hold on, I'll show it again. What a rough trip. Alright, this is probably the one I was missing. Journal updated, there we go. Can I... Okay, there's only save and exit. Okay. What is chapter 1 then? Oh, it's just this movie. I see. Okay. A few days ago. Oh, it's going all the way back here.
Estranged for a couple of years, a young man rushes back to his childhood home. Dismayed by the news of his father losing his sight and inching closer to his demise, Marius, a priest in training, suspends his long studies at the seminary to be close.
Alright, when we get closer to the house, look at where the car is going to eventually be parked, and you might see the empty bird cage just kind of hanging there in midair.
The eldest son of Honorable Leon Rosenthal can't conceive the unfortunate events that his arrival will inflict. Equally exhilarating and petrifying.
Welcome back.
The sight of
See?
the
Right there. You can
made
see it through the
Marius
gate.
realize he longed for the warm and peaceful days
Oh,
of
well.
his childhood. But his mood quickly succumbed. He did not leave home on the best of terms. And now, he would have to face his family and the consequences of his departure.
Okay, well that's about all I have to say about this one. I see one person just joined the stream, but yeah, this is just about over. So yeah, this is the Crimson Maid demo. I think I'll be looking forward to this one coming out sometime in 2024. So until then, till next time, later.